On the other hand, in the Milind Pahiyon, there is also a discussion on this matter. Acharya Nag Sen says that an Arhant, sir, cannot go forth of himself. On going forth of oneself, one falls into the theft, nor could let the day pass whether another Arhant arrived or not. He would attain final Nibbana that very day. In other words, the laity can attain Arhantship if she practices diligently the path as taught by the Buddha. Gihi va bhikkhave pavajito va samma patipanno samma patipatti adhikaranat हेतु आराधिको होती नयम धम्मम कुशलम ती एवमेतम महाराज सम्मा पटिपन्नम वा सेठो. However, there are only two ways open for such a person. Either she attains parinibbana on that very day, or becomes a monk or nun in a respective order. Immediately, yogihi arhantam patto dve vas gatiyo anya bhavanti tasmi eva divase pavajiti va parinibbayati va न चौसो दिवसे सक अतिकमंतुम ती सचे सो भन्ते नागसेन तस्मिम दिवसे आचार्यम वा पत्त चिवरम वा न लभेत्थ अपि नुखो सो अरहा स्वयं पवजेय दिवसम वा अतिकमय्य अयो केचि अरहा इधिमा आगंत्वा तम pavajaya parinibbaya. But there is no scriptural evidence to substantiate this statement presented by Nagasena. Perhaps this idea was developed from the few incidents of some laymen and women like who attained Arhantship and expressed their wish to join the order Sangha. Immediately afterwards, or died at that very spot. There were some suttas which were delivered by the disciples of the Buddha, especially to the householders who were followers of the Buddha. Athak Nagar Sutta was delivered by Venerable Anand to the householder Dasama of Athaka. In this sutta, 4 Rupajhan and 4 Arupajhan have been explained. Bahitik Sutta was also preached by Venerable Anand to King Prasenjit, who was desirous to know whether the Buddha engaged in such conduct which was offensive to intelligent recluses and Brahmanas. Anath Pindak Sutta was delivered by Venerable Sariputta to householder Anath Pindaka, instructing him not to grasp the senses for not arising the respective objects which are dependent on these senses. Sikh Sutta was also preached on the instruction of the Buddha by Venerable Anand to the householder Sakyan of Kapilvastu regarding Vijja and Charana. Chul Bedal Sutta was delivered by Dhammadinna to the householder Visakha. These suttas, which were delivered especially for the householder, contributed for the development of the Abhidhamma. Since these suttas by different disciples were having contents of Abhidhamma in nature, they gave inspiration and ground to the later Acharyas for explanatory and expository compositions, and in due course the teachings of the Buddha were elaborated in the form of Abhidhamma. Now we are coming to the concluding part of this module. Thus, from the foregoing accounts, it may be presumed that the lay devotees or the householders could get the status of arhantship after having practiced the path of the Buddha. They were also as intelligent as the monks to understand the intricacies and deep profoundness of the Abhidhamma, and in this way they contributed the development of the Abhidhamma. The Buddha directed laymen and laywomen to observe the 5 rules of trainings, moral precepts as an integral part of their everyday life. Through the observance of these precepts, it is to the lay the basis for the future spiritual development. It is not only a salvific device but also ensures that men and women may live peacefully in harmony without harming the interest of the others, while at the same time securing their own safety and welfare. This is particularly so because the moral precepts are not only codex of negative ethics but also entail the cultivation of the corresponding positive qualities. In the teachings of the Buddha, there are many instances to the lay people who had achieved the higher states in the path and who practiced meditation amidst their busy household life. Thank you very much for your hearing this module, and I hope that this module might have given you an insight to understand that how the intricacies of the Abhidhamma were followed by the lay people. Thank you.